Hello friends, welcome to the channel. So here in this video we are going to have a very interesting session, that is use of calculator in the Jacobi iterative method. Okay, so particularly we will see that how to use the calculator for forming equations and get the solution in each iteration. Okay, so in previous video we have seen what is Jacobi iterative method, what is the use of it, what are the other names. We all have discussed it, including the procedure of Jacobi's iteration method. Okay, if you have not watched that, my suggestion, please watch that video, you will get a clear concept. Okay, so in this video we will directly start with the problem solution. So here the question is given as use the Jacobi's iteration method to obtain the solution of the given system. So the given system is given in x, y and z term. It's a 3x3 matrix. Okay, we have to find the solution of this, that means the value of x, y and z. So let's see the solution. So this is the equation, the given equation in the question. Okay, so first of all we have to do what? We have to get the equation in the form of this diagonal elements, that is x, y and z. We have done this as we have discussed in the procedure. Okay, and now we will have all the solution in these three equations, right? So for each iteration we will take these three equations only. And now for the starting, the initial approximation solution is taken as 0. You can take any value, but thumb rule says take the value as 0. Okay, so after this, when we have moved to the first iteration, I am taking the value of x0, y0, z0 as 0, right? So I am going for the first iteration. This is the three equation what I have mentioned. Okay, so after that, what is the x1 value? We are keeping the y and z value as 0, 0, y0 and z0. So we got these as the x1 value. Similarly, for y1, we are putting x0 and z0 value. So we are getting the value of y1. And for z1, we are putting the value of x0 and y0. And we are getting this value as the z1. So this is the answer of first iteration in terms of x1, y1 and z1. Okay. Similarly, we have to go for the second. In second iteration, we will take the solutions as x1, y1, z1, whatever we have taken just now. Okay, now we are going again with the same equations. This equation will be common in each iteration, just the values of this x, y and z will change. Okay, so with the help of that values, I got the value of x2, y2 and z2. Okay, you can check by yourself doing your own calculation. So we are getting this much of answer for the second iteration. So we have to go for the further iteration using the same process until we get the desired accuracy in the answer. Right, that is the procedure. So we have to repeat the same process. Now I am showing you the solution in the form of a table. Okay, that number of iterations I have shown, you have to repeat it. Okay, but because we are going to have the solution with the help of calculator, so I am just giving the summary as you can see in this table. So this is the value that I have taken as the first approximation 0, 0, 0. Now this is the answer of first iteration, second iteration, third iteration and so on. Okay, you can check by yourself. So now because we are moving towards the calculator process, so what we have to do? First of all, we have to formulate the equations, this equation, into the calculator terms. Okay, so how we will do that? Let's check in the calculator. So this is the calculator, we are going to use this. Here you can see I have 6 variables which we can use for the equation formation. Okay, what are those 6 variables? You can see here with red mark: A, B, C, D. Okay, it is written here, and 2 variables are here. We have x and y. Okay, all are written with red mark, and alpha is also written with red mark. That means after pressing alpha, this all will be activated. Okay, so as you can see in the slide, I have converted the given equations into the available variables. So that variables are A, B, C, D and x, y. So you can formulate into this format. Okay, now we are going to enter all these 3 equations as it is, as you can see here. So what is the first equation? That is A. So alpha A. Okay, A alpha, and then press equal, this equal, that also is in red mark, that means activated with alpha. So A equals, in bracket I have 17 minus y plus 2d. See, as the z variable is not available, so I have used d as z. Okay, so this is my first equation. Now I have to enter all the three equations in the same line. So the equations are separated with this colon. Okay, that is also with alpha. So I used colon to separate each equations. Okay, now what is the second equation? That is b equal minus 18 minus 3x plus d. Okay, bracket close, divided by 20. So I have completed the second equation. Now again writing the third equation, before that putting colon. So C equals 25 minus 2x plus 3y, bracket close, divided by 20. Okay, so this is my all three equations I have entered it. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to press this calc button. Okay, so I am pressing the calc button here. So it is asking for the value of y. Okay, so we have seen that what is the initial value, we have taken 0 0 0. Okay, it is asking for the y value, so I have taken 0, press equal. It has been assigned as 0 value for y. Now it is asking for z value, that is d. So again pressing equal 0. What is x? That is again 0. Okay, so you can see we got the value for first equation, that is what, x, as you can see in the slide, right? Now what is the second value? Press equal, you will get the second value, that is b. That means value for b, y, that is minus 0.9. Okay, pressing equal, got the value for c, that is what, z. So this is equals to 1.25. You can check with the table. So this is the value of x1, y1 and z1. We got the same value with the calculation also. Now going for the second iteration. For second iteration we are keeping the value of x1, y1 and z1. Okay, so just keep remember of this sequence. It is asking first for the y value. Okay, so what is my y value? That is minus 0.9. Pressing equal. What is z? It is 1.25. Okay, what is asked? X, that is 0.85. So we have assigned all the three values of x, y, z. So what is the next value for x? That is 1.02. This is x2. What is y2? That is minus 0.965. You can check in the table. Next is z2, 1.03. Okay, so we are getting all the values in just one click. After that we will go for the x3 value. So for x3 we have to keep the value of y2, z2 and x2. So what is y2? That is minus 0.965. What is z2? That is 1.03. What is x2? That is 1.02. Right? So we got the value for x as 1.00125. This is the value of x3. Right? Next value for y3 is minus 1.0015. Next value for z3, 1.00325. Okay, so you have seen in the same manner we can complete the whole table and get the values in just few minutes. Okay, and also you will get the accurate answer, because while calculating with the hand, obviously there are more chances for the calculation error. So use the calculator. Okay, the same process you have to repeat all the time for each iteration.